Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. So we were discussing the verse وَبَيْنَهُمَا hijab, that this much we discussed. First, we go one step back. We discuss about those people who were successful. We just so Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Nahmaduhu wa nusalli ala Rasulil Kareem. We were discussing that once the people are settled in Jannah and the people of Jahannam are settled, then there will be a conversation that will take place between them. A conversation will take place between them, and they will say, "Did you find what your Rabb has promised to be true?" And yes, the people of Jannah say, "Yes, we found that what our Rabb has promised to be true." Then we done this discussion here that there will be, although Jannat and Jahannam will be far apart, because obviously Jannat will be huge and Jahannam will be huge. أرضها كأرض السماء والأرض. Allah Ta'ala says in the Quran, so it will be huge. But despite that, there will be some type of link, there will be some type of communication where the people of Jannat can communicate with the people of Jahannam, and the people of Jannat will, so to say, taunt the people of Jahannam that, see, you were warned about this. Like I told you, similarly to when a person receives his report, see, I told you to study, but you didn't want to study. You didn't want to work hard. And because you never work hard, now you fail to produce good results. See, we worked hard. So that's why we got fuzna. Fuzna, we got good results, right? Asalla ala shahadat, we got our certificate today. So the people of Jahannam will be taunted, and this will be added to their misery. And also they would be shown their place, that look, their potential place. If you believe in Allah Ta'ala, if you done good, if you respected the laws of Shariah, or respected the laws of hijab, you read your salah in time, etc., etc., then you would have this place, and that will also add to their misery. So then then we're saying, so between Jannat and Jahannam, that is what we call a hijab. And this is called A'raf. And this will be like a huge, like a wall, a barrier that separates these two places. And on top of this A'raf, there will be will be some inhabitants. And who are they? So first, who are the people of Araf? As a corollary of the dialogue between these in paradise and hell, there's something else pointed in this verse, that there will be some people who had their deliverance from hell, but not yet found entry into paradise, though they did hope that they would. These people are the key people of Araf. There are certain people, like you say, Bain, that their actions wasn't as such that they needed to go into Jahannam. And neither was the actions as such that you take it into Jannat. So they will be suspended in Araf, right? So they tell us there will be three groups of people on the day of resurrection. Declare disbelievers in polytheists will never make it to the bridge of Sirat to begin with, because they will be thrown into hell. Believers who will have the light of faith with them, right? And the third is the hypocrites, right? So, yeah, we've done this part already. Let me just go a bit force, yeah. Okay, if you look at verse 46 of Surah Araf, Allah Ta'ala says, وَبَيْنَهُمَا حِجَابٌ وَعَلَى الْأَعْرَافِ رِجَالٌ يَعْرِفُونَ كُلًّا بِسِيمَاهُمْ. According to Ibn Jarir in other tafsir authorities, in this verse, the word hijab means the same wall which has been called Surah in Surah Hadid. Right? So remember, we discussed this as the people are going, the hypocrites are coming and they're following the believers, then this great wall will shut them off, will block them off. So many of the Mufassirin say that Araf and the Surah will be the same thing, which is managing Surah Hadid, right? So the Quran tells us there are some people who will be on this Araf, and they will be seeing the happenings in paradise and in hell. And they will witness what is happening to people on both sides. So the people of Araf, They will see the people of Jannat enjoying Jannat, and they will see the people of Jahannam being punished in Jahannam. As for who these people shall be and why will they be made to stop here, it is something in which commentators differ and the narrators of the hadith vary. So what the author is saying, if you look at the hadith, there are many, many different opinions, or not opinions, rather directors of the hadith, exactly who these people are. And because of the different directors of the hadith, there are various opinions according to the Mufassirin. But the preferred, the best of, or the most acceptable, for what is sound or what is acceptable, for the majority of commentators, these people will be the ones whose good and bad deeds will come out equal in weight on the scale of these. So the most acceptable explanation is there's certain people who their good deeds and their bad deeds will be the exact same measure. So so there's nothing to give preference. Obviously, if your good deeds are more, you go to Jannah. And if your bad deeds are more, you go to Jahannam. But these people, the good deeds and the bad deeds are in the exact same measure. So there's no what you say in Arabic, wajhut tarjih. There's no reason to say, yes, they must go to Jannah because the good deeds are not more. Or neither is there any reason to say they must go to Jahannam that their bad deeds are more. So they are, you say, مُذَبْذَبِينَ بَيْنَ ذَلِكَ لَا إِلَهَ أُولَٰئِ وَلَا إِلَهَ أُولَٰئِ. So because of their good deeds, they will have the deliverance of hell. So this is interesting. Because they got their good deeds, they won't go to Jahannam. But because of their sins, they have not been admitted into paradise yet. Finally, they too will find enter into paradise because of the grace and the mercy of Allah Ta'ala. So this is what is critical. So although they will be temporarily housed, they will be accommodated on the Araf, like we say, like in transit, like, maybe you're traveling, and you stopped in a particular country, but you don't have permission to get that country, so now you want to apply for a visa. So you're not allowed to enter that country, you have to wait in transit. Yes, when you get the visa, now you can go into the country and you can visit maybe you only had a transit visa. So same thing, we say the people in the Araf, they don't have a visa yet to enter Jannat because their good deeds and their evil deeds were in equal measure. So they are waiting for the pardon, they're waiting for the grace from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, then they'll get their visa. This is what Sayyidina Hudhaifa ibn Mas'ud and the Abbas from amongst Sahaba as well as the other Sahaba and Tabi'in say. So from the Sahaba Ikram, Ibn Abbas, Hudhaifa ibn Umar, all of them of this opinion. Then it is in converged narrations of the hadith reported variously that Ibn Jarir reports by Sayyidina Hudhaifa that the Holy Prophet was asked about the people Ahraf. He said, these are the people whose good and bad deeds were equal. Therefore, from Jahannam they stand delivered, but in Jannah they have not entered as yet. They were stopped at this place of the Araf until the process of accounting of these and the judgment is over. The fate will be decided after, and ultimately they will be forgiven and admitted into Jannah. So eventually, yes, they will be in the Jannah. There is a narration of Sayyidina Jabir ibn Abdullah reported by Ibn Marduway, in which it is said that the Holy Prophet was asked as to who are the people of Araf. He said there are people who took part in jihad without the pleasure and permission of their parents and laid down their lives in the way of Allah. So the disobedience of the parents stopped them from entering into the paradise, and the shahada in the way of Allah stopped, and the shahada in the way of Allah stopped them from entering to Allah. Subhanallah. It's interesting. You engage in a great act like jihad. I mean, that's such a great act. There's no doubt to it. But at the same time, you did not take the permission of your parents. So this hadith highlights the importance of, one is, we discussed this, one is when jihad becomes farz, when the Muslim ummah is being overwhelmed, then you don't need the permission of parents. But the expense of jihad, not the one where you're defending the homeland, then there's what we term as the jihad farz kifaya. Then there you need the permission of your parents. If you do it without the permission of your parents, it will be devoid of barakah. It will not be enough to take you into Jannah. So then you'll have to wait in Araf because you went against them. So the two hadith, if you look at this hadith about the jihad without the permission of the parents, which obviously underscores and highlights the importance of a person pleasing his parents, and you look at the other hadith about people whose good deeds are equal measure, they're actually the same thing. Because a person who went in jihad without the permission of parents, he got the good deed of going jihad, but he got the bad deed of not taking permission. So it's like the two are in equal measure. There's no reason to give precedence to one of the other. So it's basically the same thing. So two hadiths quoted above have no element of contradiction. He said this hadith is an example of those whose virtues and vices are equal in the same degree as this. Martyrdom on one side and a disobedience to the parents. So the scale is basically equal. Like you say, even Stevens. Salams, greetings, blessed legacy of the Holy Prophet. After gone through the description and definition of the people of Araf, we can now take up the subject of the verse. Now that we know who the people of Araf is, those people, like how we say, they never make it through. They never. Now we can look at the verse, inshallah. See. So الأعراف رجال يعرفون كلا بسيماهم. So ونادوا أصحاب الجنة أن سلام عليكم. So they will call out. يعني ونادوا, the people of Araf will call to the people of Jannah, right? أن سلام عليكم. They will say, peace be upon you, right? Blessed legacy of the Holy Prophet. After we've gone through the description and definition of the people of Araf, we can now take out the subject of the verse itself, which says that the people of Araf will call out to the people of paradise, Salamun alaikum. So this word of greetings also used in our present world when we meet each other. So yeah, we say even in this dunya, when we meet, we say Salamun alaikum, etc. So this is the masnoon, a way of sunnah as practiced and recommended to his community by the Holy Prophet. There are many hadiths that speak about this, the sunnah greetings, the rewards, etc. Inshallah, in Mishkat Sharif also it will come. There's a whole chapter on salam. So this is the sunnah way of greeting the right. This is also said to the dead, even when you go to the graveyard, you say Assalamu alaikum ahla diyari min al-mu'minin wal-muslimin wa inshallah bikum lahikun nas'alullah lana wa lakum al-afiyah. Peace be upon you, all the dwellers of the grave, right? We seek mercy for you, and we will also be joining you soon. So it's also a greeting for the people of dead. And in paradise, and even in paradise, it will be greeting. So see, the salam, what a great sunnah it is. It is a greeting in the dunya. It is a greeting for the people of the barzakh. It is a greeting for the people of Araf. And it is a greeting for the people of Jannah. So a very, very great sunnah of Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam that transcends all times and all realms, whether it is the dunya, whether it is the barzakh, whether it is the akhirat, etc. Right. So Allah Ta'ala give us tawfiq to make abundant salam. Then after having passed, right. So it will also be the it will also be the greeting on the plane of resurrection. But a closer look at the verse of the Quran and the rest of the Islam that say Assalamu alaikum is masoon as long as we live in this world. Then after pass away from this mortal world, what is masoon is saying Salamun alaikum. Interesting point here. If you look at all the hadith, then it shows in this dunya you say Assalamu alaikum. And if you look at the verses about speaking about the greeting, the akhir, it speaks about Salamun alaikum. So the greeting in the dunya is Assalamu alaikum, and the greeting in the akhir is called Salamun alaikum. So after we close our eyes and we are resurrected on Qiyamah Day, then the greeting is Salamun alaikum without the alif lam. Okay, I see Brother Nazim is up. Nazim is here, time is up. Just remember we stopped by the explanation of the greeting. We'll continue with this tomorrow, inshallah.